What is moat? A moat is actually a wide, deep trench which is dug around a castle. So, medieval castles in Europe used to have strong moats around it. The reason for building this moat is to fend off attackers that used to come. So, the moats had piranhas and sharks put inside this moat. Now, the legendary investor Warren Buffett used this analogy of moat to create a strong impression of competitive advantage for companies. Now, in the business scenario, what is actually a moat? A moat is basically a company which has got very, very strong competitive advantages so that competitors don't easily come and attack these companies. Now, capitalism in itself is really brutal. So, capital always chases profit pools. So, when there is a strong profit, there is capital which comes behind it. So, companies which has got a sustainable long-term return on capital employed are classic examples of moated companies. The reason being they are able to sustain that ROC, high ROC for a long period of time. Now, how do we identify which are the different characteristics of moat that we have identified? So one of the classic examples can be low cost. If you look at companies like Reliance, companies like DMart, companies in the Western world like Costco, they all survive and thrive because of everyday low prices. Another example or another classic source of moat is something called as network effects. So the classic examples can be your WhatsApp, it can be your Uber, it can be your Visa and Master. Another example of source of moat is basically your intangible assets like brands, assets like licenses, assets like goodwill. These are also examples of sources of moat. Another example of sources of moat is basically efficient scale. So, meaning companies which has got a large scale, it is not easy for a small company to come and beat that scale. And with scale, you get things like operating leverage. Um, the next one big source of moat is basically high switching costs. So, if your company has got a particular switching cost so that consumers can't easily switch between brands or between businesses, that also serves as moat. So at Mod Financial Services, our aim is to strive for identifying companies which has got strong moats. We want to identify companies which are the market leaders and companies which can become market leaders, companies which can become good to great in the future.